hello. Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Okie dokie, so we're going to look at soul contracts today as well. So, you know, I enjoy these types of readings. Harry and Meghan are a bit draining sometimes. So, Starmer. Anyway, so we'll do a politics one later. Okay, so do we all have soul contracts? Oh, yes, we do. So what is this then? Focus your... It's about perspectives. So it's looking at things differently. Here to gain some kind of wisdom. But also, you often think, why would my soul contract include this? So we're talking, you know, the West of the West of the West, okay? That's what I'm going to focus on, actually. Not the good stuff. I'm going to talk about the very dark stuff. Our lives are full of it, aren't they? Whether you've been cheated on, whether you've been abused, whether you've killed someone, well, whether, you know, someone close to you has been murdered, whether someone has been, like, the S word as well. We're going to look into it. So we'll see if we have any free will. What would a murderer have to learn? No, why would a murderer have a soul contract? Include that in a soul contract. To overcome temptation, to overcome difficulties. I don't think, yeah, I do actually. Temptations. Been tempted to murder somebody. Well, I suppose, yeah, all murderers are tempted, whether it be quick like that, you know, through a soccer punch, or hitting somebody with your car, or even worse, seeking out someone to murder as well. And serial killers. But why? Not committed, not committed. Would murder, yes or no, be on a soul contract? Yes. Oh my God, I didn't expect that. Yes. People say, oh, I don't know why you did it, you know. I don't know why you did it. Well, that's because there's something in the soul contract as well. So a murderer would be in your soul contract. Because maybe, you know, is this like, is this to learn? Is being a murderer in your bloody soul contract, you know? What would you do with that? Darkness. Some people just choose to be dark, you know? That's why probably, you know, psychopaths and that start killing animals, you know, in childhood, teenage years, and it progresses. It doesn't let anybody off the hook, by the way, but I'm just looking behind their scenes, okay? So when I say murderer, it can be any of the types that I've mentioned, and even more. A soul contract to be revealed. Why would we do that? Well, maybe you've, you know, maybe you've been so much of a goody two-shoes upstairs, and then you think, oh, I'll just do something differently. Are we, if the murder's if becoming a murderer or killing somebody is in our soul contract, is there a higher percentage that we would do it? Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Because up there, you think it's a right good idea. Up there, it's funny. Is it funny up there? Yes. You just don't know how it's going to turn out, you know. It's like, it's not quite finalised, so although it's in your soul contract and you think it's funny and you got all the plans in place and you've agreed all the people around you and who's going to get it, you know, that's a discussion with them. It's just that it's not going to be done on the 17th of December. It's not, you know, you don't have it planned that in 1987 you're going to do this. So there is a little leeway here, but it does seem to me that we're being run by somebody else. So if we're down here and somebody else is, you know, is somebody else controlling our souls on a deeper level? No, I wouldn't say so. However, they will shape you. They will shape you. So all this kind of stems from, starts from the minute you're born, actually, you know. So I would certainly suggest that the bigger things are planned. So, you know, let's stick with murder. So if someone was murdered, was they aware of that in their soul contract? Yes, absolutely. Love the idea. Well, I'm getting blown away by this. This is definitely not what I expected. Right, let's look at upstairs then. So, do I have a soul upstairs? I knew you were going to say no. Well, you do when you pass over, I suppose. Do we have... Oh, right, okay. So, does our soul travel with us? Does our soul travel with us when we're reborn? Cruelty. Does our soul travel with us? I kind of think that once you're down here, your soul's down here. Is my soul with me now? No. No, no, no. It's as if there's two kind of flows. Do our souls come with us when we're born? No. 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 I'm really shocked at that. No. Well, it looks to me like when we're reborn, our soul is somewhere dropped. Is our soul in storage when we're reborn? Yes. Absolutely. So I'm soulless. King of Swords, this is it's as if our souls are somewhere else. How to reach your soul would be through learning, reading. Our soul's going to storage with the big man. Is it possible to reach your soul, connect with your soul, while you're on the earth plane? No. Because if it was, it'd be online, you know, not online. It'd be nothing but drama. It'd send you crazy. You can't be balanced with the soul. So our soul is elsewhere then. Upon death, do we reach our soul? It looks to me, so you got 9 of Pentacles. What was going through my mind then? Is you don't reach your soul if you've not stuck to the rules. Is that right? Yes. Yeah, you're supposed to report back, you know, everybody's watching it on play out. Discussing it. Well, you have a life review, don't you? You have a life review. So if you're deemed to be, you know, if your soul contract, it wants you to murder somebody and you're a good person, what happens then? Pulling stunts. So guys, you get to go back down again. Does this apply whether your soul contract is being a goody two-shoes? Does that, you know, is it the same outcome? Yes. Yeah, you've been, you know, get the job done. That's what you're supposed to do. How would you know, how do us on earth know what our soul contract is so we can abide by it? Thoughts, ideas. It's a battle between good and evil. Is that right? Yes. It's a battle. Yeah, look at that. Believe in yourself. You got to win the battle. Do we have good and bad people as a necessity for balance? Yes. Yeah. Can't have everyone happy. Is our life a simulation of sorts? No. It's a competition. We're in competition with each other. Crazy. Just giving the green light there to go do what you like. You are, you know. So basically then, if you choose a soul contract and you're going to choose to murder somebody or anything else, or even be a goody two-shoes, lost the question. Competition. Did artificial intelligence evolve us? No. Alright, did artificial intelligence involved in our soul contract? Yes. Absolutely. And that's why they can make changes at any given time, can just take you out. Feels like some kind of a sport to me. So you saying when we're reborn, our soul is elsewhere? Who keeps our soul? I'm getting not doing it right, not doing it right. That won't be for me. That is in the reading. Where is our soul then? Where does our soul live? So the soul is never over. It's delayed. We get reunited with the soul. Yet we have a soul contract. I'm getting not popular, not popular. Where did this start our soul? Is there something, you know, like a big computer upstairs? The computer's in our heads. Our computer's in our heads. We break. We break. I don't know. So it's Emperor, Ace, and Queen of Wands. Have I got those 3 cards wrong? No. So I've got AI. Okay, so like a human life, does it ever get changed from upstairs without us knowing? No. Hangman again. It's up to us to change our outlook on life and our perspectives of things. I was nearly going to ask what my soul contract is in front of you guys, but I'm scared. Oh, go on then. What's my soul contract? Trickery and deception. Making out I'm okay when I'm not. My soul contract is do not act. Oh, no. I know what it is. It's about not accepting what first appearances are. Do not act in things, you know. Don't go thinking your life's this, that and the other, because at the end of the day, what you see isn't what you get. So that's man. Thank God for that. I probably have been trickery and deceitful, you know, back in the day. Do not act. Appearance is not reality. So really, what my life is, or has been, is not reality. Have I had other soul contracts? Filled them all in one lifetime. Drama, drinking, drugs, that'll be medication. Lacking input on social media. Have I had other ones? Yeah, I have. I've been a druggie. I've been a drinker. I've had myself in all sorts of drama. This is past lives, by the way. Funny enough, I did drink a bit, you know, back in the day. No drugs, sir. Sorry to say. And drama. Oh, yeah, definitely drama. So I don't think my soul contract has changed much. Wow. In our soul contract, do we choose, like, how old we will be when we die? Yes. Look at that, yeah. Do you know what it is as well? I've always been scared of this because, so you've had enough. Actually, no, it's when the soul contract is completed. All I can say, guys, is if you're unhappy, you're going to live quite a while, okay? Because when it says you've achieved all that you want to achieve, that's it, you know? So what in your soul contract, if you're having a discussion and saying, right, I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do that, and then after that, I'm done, okay? And so that's what happens. After that, I'm done. So when I've achieved whatever, I'll be going off. Why would I choose to ignore my soul contract just to stay a bit longer? No to the house just yet, not moving. Why would I choose? Because you can refuse to go. And you say, no, I'm not ready to go yet. I'm not ready to go yet. Are most people unaware of their soul contract? Yes. So it comes as a complete shock. Okay. So your soul is helping you achieve that contract. Do you know what? I just feel like right now being down here is a waste of bloody time. You see, if we was wishing to stay longer, that throws everything out of the window. Is that to do with the white light? Is that when we get to choose the white light? Yes. Absolutely. Nailed it. Okay. Nailed it. So you know, when you get to the white light, you will feel that love. You will feel everything all in one go. That you know everything, that you've been everything, that you've got everything. And I'm not talking, I'm on about it flashes before you go into the light, okay? So when you get to the light, it's there, you can make that decision. And I suppose, is that why we have, what are they, when they come back to us? So when a dead person dies and they refuse to go with the light, is that their choice? Well, you cause it, you know. We cause it. We cause it. No, not always. I think what it is some of us are ready to move on and some of us are fighters. And I think the more evolved you are, the more say, but only at the point of light. So some people won't even know they're going through this light, you know. They won't know that they possibly have a choice because they're just drawn to this energy. And it's acceptance. And near-death experiences near-death experiences, is it a real thing? I think by not going home, could be seen as being a coward. If it's in our soul contract and we don't want to go home, is that because, like, we're cowards? Is it that, you know, we're getting the vision wrong? Funnily enough, there you go. Yeah, it's a temptation. Like, you're breaking it. You're breaking your soul contract. What happens when you refuse to go into the light? They're not happy. Yeah, you'll pay for it later. Oh. If you refuse to go into the light, you've broke your soul contract. And so all this is now unreliable. Anything could be thrown in and come your way. You're meant to expire. Are we meant to expire with the dates of our soul contract? Yes. So they get a bit pissed off there. So, you know, you get told off, you know, when you go back. Because most people think, oh, we should be afraid of death. Most of us are. So we're being naughty. We get put on the naughty step. Because your soul contract expires at death. Is that right? Your soul contract expires at death. Yeah, we mess everything up. You're wasting time. Ugh. Wasting time. Okay, right, I'm going to call it quits there. I think we've done enough on the soul contract. I think the next episode that I do on this will be, you know, Should we fear death and all that goes with it? Puts a new spin on things, I tell you. But what can each of us take away from this reading? That will remain trapped in the past. You don't know stuff. You don't know what life's all about until we get over there, find out our history. Oh, 6 of Cups trapped in the past. Find something out. It's like a block. Not for me, for us. Did I choose to be psychic in my soul contract? Yes or no? No? No, but I chose all the disputes and discord. Apparently I chose me son's father that would cheat on me and break my heart and mess up on my life. Not with a pregnancy, but with his attitude. I chose all that. Constantly having to pick up the pieces in my life, what other people had done to me. And probably my own decisions as well, poor decisions. Family discord. Oh, we certainly had that when we, as children. Younger blood ties. Mine was about my son. Was mine about my son? Yes. Yeah, I should be like spilt milk. Get over it. Useless emotions, wasting time. I think it took 20 years. It really did. I was devastated. Absolutely. Not that he'd rejected me, but that he'd rejected my son. So that for me is what I should have been over. Took me a bit longer than that and all. Every now and again I still think about it, but yeah, it did. It affected my relationships with people. I was angry, I was bitter, resentful. I wanted revenge. I was constantly worried about it, and I still was actually. My son's 30 now, and all I wanted was for his dad to acknowledge him for my son, so that if there was a hole, it could be filled. But then again, the same thing happened to me in my life. Whereas my biological father didn't want to know me when I was born. So look for things that are repeating in your life. And that's probably what you're here to deal with as well. Guess my time's nearly up then, eh? Let's hope he never get in touch anyway. If that's the case, I achieve my soul contract and then bugger off. I'm only joking. I would want it to happen for him. He knows who he is. He just, I think 6 weeks before my son was born, before giving birth, some woman turned up at my door with a newborn baby in her arms. And guess who it belonged to? I know. It killed me off that. I've never felt anything like it. And then to add an insult to injury, he'd taken some money out of my bank account, and it turns out he'd been buying a Chinese with my money. Oh, and she couldn't wait to tell me that they was laid on the sofa, and they said something very, very cruel along the lines of, it would be better if it was never born. I never got over that neither. Well, I have now, obviously, but, you know. And I always wonder, like, why didn't this person, and it's more or less the same, happen to them? All right, not with as much detail. But why can they get over it and I couldn't? So I kind of understand a little bit more here, you know, why other people could get over it and I couldn't. Well, that wasn't their soul contract, so they didn't have to get over it. They, you know, it was fine. It wasn't going to be a problem. But for me, it was a massive, massive problem. So come Father's Day, I'm like, where's my card? You're not my dad. Well, I have been for the last 30 years. Okay, guys, I hope you've enjoyed that. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll be back soon with another reading. Bye now. Bye-bye.